And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Might be it right there. I think that's the lucky one, y'all. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
Open man here is Conklin.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 22, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on third. Steps in, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremy
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Harris to return it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's get set. Behind.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I'm one, right? Check back 21. That's the run. Hey, check back.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Showdown, baby.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. Now loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now Burrow on first down, rolling to his left. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
11 MT. Single receiver. 12. Check back 21.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On one, ready?
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Check nickel.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Colin Johnson, 72 yards. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami.
That one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Unitas. In trouble, and he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Unitas looking to throw it. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Unitas. He'll drop this down to Jackson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And they'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Check, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 3.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, it's Patterson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Check back 34. 12. Switch. Check. 12.
On third down, Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
What are you doing?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. On that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Unitas. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Unitas on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. The 20.
It's over. It's over. Let's go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup and just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taken from about the 12.
It don't matter. It's okay.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run with Jackson out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Unitas to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down now, it's Craig, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They run again with Jackson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Unitas able to find Walter. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Unitas. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jerry Rice. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
11 MT.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's pulled in at the 32. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored and their defense forced. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. To try again after the sack, Unitas. And just shutting it off there. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have the receivers on lockdown.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Unitas will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch.
And they have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Davis.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Let's go. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing 60 ball game. 60 ball game.
On first down, it's Unitas.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on second and 10. Unitas. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Unitas. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That one looks looks like he'll throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Right, 80. What is that? 11 Thomas. 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shoot. Get in the right room. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Jim. Switch.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Burrow on third down.
They should have put a stamp on me in the
middle. It's Davis. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
180. It's hot. 11 MT. Tape. 11 MT. Tape. Check nickel. Watch twist. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Okay, just like that. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 3. Hey, check 24.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
2nd and 15.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
We got this. Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They're running that. 26 Mike.
They run with Patterson. They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Check. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Lance Allworth, 28 yards. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, Montana. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So now the Broncos offense will come out here as he'll try to add on 2 more. For the end zone, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken from about the 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up the first down. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. A triumph for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
11.
Burrow throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue. But to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Montana. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs here, a loss of yardage. Play fake. Now here's Montana. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aqib Talib, the corner, with a sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They go play action with Montana. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
He's coming, double up. Check.
12, 12, 12.
Quick dad, quick dad.
12, 12, 12. 12, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
11, 11, 11.
Check.
To the air again, Burrow. On the move to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
26 Mike.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Check the athlete.
11, 11, 11, 11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here we
The
go,
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, B. Rush in, rush in.
11, 11, 11.
Wide, get wide.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Here's a diving catch right side.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Single, slot, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Check four.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Right 80. Ready, son? 11.
Again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This will be caught. Judy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11. 12. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
12.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12. 12. 12.
26 mark.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Stop.
Now it's Burrow.
Let's go. Big series right here.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
26 mark. Hey, that's scared. That's scared.
11 Thomas.
26 mark. 26 mark. I'm scared. 26 mark. 26 mark.
We ain't giving him nothing to check. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm 19, right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Montana buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Montana. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Blue there, blue there.
They will look to throw. Montana. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Montana will throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Gun. Cut.
just a couple of yards, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now the rookie's free. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 12-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Call it a loss of 16 there, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. McPherson's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cam Chancellor, he can...
we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. A short kick taken at the 18. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Time to go to work. Let's go. Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordarrelle Patterson.
Prime time,
not
baby.
much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first
Here we go.
play. It's 2nd down.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Denver.
11 Thomas.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
11 MT.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Patterson on the carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Derrick Henry keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken from about the 12.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy in. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 9, check 9.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the... And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Evan McPherson has this one teed up. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. From a yard or two deep. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Taking it about the 36.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Colin Johnson, 61 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
He's got to be patient, baby. He's got to be patient.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And right away, he lost the football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Well, that's complete to Sanders. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw again is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 4. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12, and he returns this to the 22. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Escapes under pressure. They got him again. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Broncos coming hard, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Watch twins.
11, 11, 11.
Check three, check three.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does.
Here we go.
It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory.
Here we go.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
12, 12.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. He can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
But 1st down, Hurts.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Ware able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
It's caught by Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
12.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
11 mighty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Taco. Deuce. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Rush in.
First down. Here's Burrow. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The final shot before break. Henry. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm one, ready?
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 11. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Randy Gregory, his 2nd sack of the night. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hester. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Sets up to throw it. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jeremy Chinn, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Caught by Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. They'll drop this off to Peyton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
33. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Uncorks one for Davis. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Payton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4-finger, 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marcus Allen there to make the grab. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
11 MT. Check 25.
36.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. And bringing it in, it's Davis. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
11 mighty. Check 43.
Check. Lucky.
Throwing. Burrow. Able to find Patterson. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
12, 12, 12.
17, under 10, 10. Jam, 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 jam.
Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
12, 12, 12.
To throw, Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Mike check 33, 33.
Now Burrow. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts, as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape. And yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. Good night, everybody.